few years back, a friend of mine who is a ace art director in Mumbai film industry, his name is Shukant Panigrahi. He started a movement called Raise Your Little Finger. You will be surprised to know in Mumbai, none of the studio has a safe, clean, dedicated toilet for the women crew of the film team. There is no separate resting place when we work for long hours in the night shifts. There is no specific, no dedicated restroom for the women crew of the industry of the shooting team. No studios. The businessman, the producer spends millions to build up the studio, but they get miser when they have to make a dedicated toilet for the women crew. So, right, directly or indirectly, the bigwigs of the industry are part of this conspiracy. And talking about, we live in a regressive society. We live a society which is anti-women. I don't mind to tell that this dichotomy, this hypocrisy, talking about that India is the only country where women are being worshipped. What is happening in Calcutta, you have seen.
Yeah.
In last 15, 16 days. Still, there is no solution. Nobody has been arrested besides this one frivolous name, right?
So, Mr. Sen, what specific steps should film bodies and producer associations and other industry bodies or big studios take to enforce a zero tolerance approach on when it comes to cases of sexual harassment?
You will be surprised to know Indian Film Federation has 26 bodies. The Producers Association, the Directors Association, the Actors Association, Theatre Art Director Association, Cameraman Association. Not a single association raised any voice, put up their own complaint. They do not come up with in support of Justice Hema Committee's report. Not a single tweet or a social media post you will see. So this silence is extremely defining, and it is the example of how regressive society, how insensitive this society towards the women. So, and at the same time, I blame the politicians also when they are very selective about whom to condemn, whom not to condemn, seeing the political color of that rapist or a molester. Can you imagine 151 rape accused are sitting in the parliament at this point of time? Do you expect that justice will be given to the women of this country?
Right.
So the whole system needs to be condemned.
I know there has been a larger debate and aware citizens are speaking out. In fact, over the last 2 weeks itself, from whatever has happened in Kolkata, the kind of anger that people have shown, the kind of resolve that people have shown, this is a wake-up call from Kolkata to Badlapur and now these very, very serious allegations. But Mr. Sen, I'd like to ask you, if a similar report is made and if similar investigations are done in the Hindi film industry, do you think the revelations will be as damning?
Absolutely. It may be worse than that. Sagarika, and I am taking the responsibility to say that it could be worse than that. I can tell you one incident I shared with one of my journalist friends recently. I was in Hyderabad, Banjara Hill. There was a shooting going on, and two girls were given a room just opposite to my room. And what I witnessed this whole night, men crew were going inside and coming out after an hour, and it went on for whole night. I tried to raise my voice. And when I tried to call from my room, I realized all the phone lines had been disconnected. I forgot the name. I would have named the hotel also. So what I'm saying is this kind of situation in every shooting happens. And I may not put up any proof in favor of my comments, but I know and everybody knows that this happened in the shooting, outdoor locations. Even for the casting couch, which is like a regular nuisance, it kept on happening, and I am sure Malayalam film industry is a small industry. The situation will be magnitude in Mumbai industry will be much bigger than this.
Okay. You're saying the magnitude will be much bigger, and you're also calling for action. My last question to you,
and it should not go under the mat. It must be taken. Government of India must take the cognizance, and there should be immediate action should be taken from government authorities in central government, in state government,
Okay.
and they must uh, 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 put all the film organizations, film associations into as accountable to ensure the safety.
So you're
and
calling for accountability
safety
not
and
only from
respect
film
for
bodies, but also from state and the central government. Thank you, Mr. Sen, for joining us. A filmmaker who has taken a stand, who's speaking out and who's calling for a cleanup across the board. He's saying even the government should take note of the Hema Committee report and there should be immediate action. Thank you, Mr. Sen, for joining us. This is going to be a non-stop debate here on Times Now. Thank you, Mr. Sen, for joining us once again.